for viewing our proceedings. Without wasting much time, I now have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next agenda item. Madam Chair, over to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Khairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. A'udhu billahi minash sharri nisa'i wa min sayyi sayatin wa sultanallahu. فالله خير الإبسام وهو الرحم الرحيم نصر من الله وفتح خريب وبشر المؤمنين برمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره عظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على نبيه الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord, may nothing separate me from you today. Teach us how to choose only your way today, so for each step will lead me closer to you. Help us walk by the word and not by feelings. Help us to keep our heart pure and undivided. This I ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Can you please call the witness?
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome back for continuation of your testimonies before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Please sit down. Mr. Witness, it's obligatory to remind you each time you come that you are still under oath for continuation of your testimonies to the end of it. Madam Chair, I now pass the floor to you.
Good morning, Master Mane.
Good morning, ma'am.
We are happy to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Council, can you proceed, please?
Sure. Morning, Chairperson and Commissioners. Morning, Mr. Mane.
Good morning, ma'am.
How many days in the week do you usually go out for collection?
We only collect from Monday to Thursdays.
And do you go out every day?
No.
What days do you not go out?
No, it depends.
On what?
It depends on the nature of the work, or it depends on your appointments, because we always work by appointments.
So when do you make the appointments?
That is, but sometimes you do go around blindly like that to look for revenues, but sometimes we do wait for calls from alcalis, so we respond to them, especially in an area where they pay in bulk.
So is there any period that you will not go out for a whole week?
Yes, sometimes we do stay without going out the whole week.
So when you don't go out for collections for that week, what work do you do?
Sometimes we'll be seated at the office.
Doing what?
We just sit.
So you just sit and not do any work?
Yes.
And are there a lot of days like that?
Pardon?
Are there a lot of days like that for you?
Yes, sometimes it do happen, especially when we have no appointments to follow up. Exactly.
So are there a lot of revenue collectors that stay at the office for days without going out to collect?
Pardon?
Are there a lot of revenue collectors that stay in the office for days and not go out to collect revenue?
No, but those that are stationed in Bassett, they do go out and work every day.
So where are you stationed?
Me? And when I said, when I'm talking here, I'm talking on my own behalf. That is how I operate. I don't know about the others.
Okay. So you usually go for collections Mondays to Thursdays. Sometimes you go for days without going out to collect any revenue.
Exactly.
So going back to the issue of the digital revenue collection machine that you had at your house, you're saying that you had it for a month. The council is saying that you had it for 3 months. So during either of those periods, whether it's a month or 3 months, you didn't collect any revenue?
No.
And do you think that that is good for the council, considering that the council doesn't have funds? How does you not collecting revenue for 1 month or 3 months assist the council?
Yes, like I said before, we have a set of device, so we exchange devices. So sometimes if you are without a device, because like I said, I do exchange device with 2 other people.
Yes, but you've already said that you didn't collect any revenue for that period.
Yeah.
Yes, so how has that benefited the council? That's
No,
what I'm asking.
I do collect revenue.
But I just asked you and you said you did not.
No, you were asking, what I understand from your question was that you said, whether we have some disease that we don't use in work.
We finished those questions. Okay. And then I asked you for that month or the 3 months, did you collect any revenue? And you said no.
No, I didn't. No, then I don't understand that I'm answering that. I collect revenue in that.
Okay, so whose machine did you use to collect revenue?
Well, I cannot ascertain whose machine was it, but then I was given a machine from the IT unit.
Okay, so can you get the printout of that period when your machine was at home? That would show how much revenue you collected and when you collected it. Can you get that from the IT?
Yes, I will try.
Okay, no, you should get it from the IT.
Yeah, that's why I said I will try.
No, I want you to do more than try. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Now, you were suspended as a result of that issue, were you not? I
wasn't suspended.
You were not suspended?
No.
So, what came out of all of that?
Okay. After returning the device, then some days ago I was called I was called by one Momulamin Kiru, who was the head of the licensing department. So when I was called by him, he told me that the device that you returned, we have checked it and we find out that it has generated some transactions.
It what, sir?
When I returned the device, he told me that the device that I returned has generated or had generated some transactions.
Yes, okay.
So which I deny. I said, well, this device hasn't generated any transaction. So from there, then I was asked to sit down and then let them investigate and see how true was that. So I
to sit down and do what?
They said, let me wait for them. They said, let me stop collection and then wait for them.
I can't hear you. Can you speak into the mic?
Okay. They said, let me sit down and wait for them for a while.
Sit down where?
At the council there.
Okay.
So I seated for a while. Then, my land manager, Malafi Baji, then called me and said, well, I was told that, you had a device with you. I said, no, but instead I forgot it in my house. Then when I brought it, they told me that the device has erased some transactions, and which I denied. So after that, one fine day, I was in the office. Then I was called by Malafi Baji. He told me that we have settled everything. Now you can start going to work, and I started working again.
So wait, when you said that they told you to sit down at the council, how long was that?
Well, I cannot fully remember, but what I know is I was seated for at least one week time. Then I proceeded to work.
Where were you sitting at? At home?
No. At the
so you would stay at the council, you go to the council and not work?
Yes.
And you were told to do that by Manlafi Baji?
No, Manlafi didn't ask me to sit down, but then, I was told...
Who asked you to stay? Who asked you to sit and not do any work until they sorted it out?
Okay, that was this thing. Momo Lamin Kiru told me that, I have to sit and then wait until everything is being finalized.
Momo Lamin who?
Momo Lamin Kiru.
Kiru?
Yes.
What is his portfolio? What is his designation?
He is an accounting assistant.
Huh?
An accounting assistant.
Okay, continue.
So the accounting assistant is the one that told you to stay at home. No,
he didn't ask me to stay at home.
Sorry, to stay at the office and not do any work.
Yes.
Did the finance manager tell you anything like that?
No.
The director of finance?
No.
So Modla Mikari is the one who usually gives you instructions for work?
But on the side of licensing, he was the line manager. But on the side of rates and taxes, Malafi Baji was my line manager on the side of rates and taxes.
But you were collecting rates and taxes?
I said here yesterday, I said I was collecting.
Were you collecting rates and taxes with that machine?
Which machine?
The one you left at home.
The one I left at home. No, I wasn't collecting anything with it. That one was just collected. When I collected it, I found out that the machine was faulty.
What were you supposed to be using that machine to collect?
What?
What were you supposed to be using that machine to collect? What revenue line?
Which machine are you referring to?
Uncle, we're only talking about the machine that you left at home.
Yes, okay.
Yes, so that machine, what were you using it to collect? What were you supposed to be using it to collect?
I was supposed to use it to collect rates.
Okay, so that machine was missing, or it was at your house?
Yes.
And you went back to the office. It is the line manager for licenses that told you to sit at home.
No, he didn't.
That told you to sit at the office. Did you speak to the line manager for rates and taxes?
Yes, I spoke to him about it.
And what did he tell you?
He told me, okay, then you have to sit and wait for them. Whatever is being finalized then.
And that's the Manlafi Baji?
Yeah, exactly.
But you just said that he didn't tell you anything. It was the line manager for licenses that told you to stay.
Yes, because like I said, during the period of 2023, they built a team that comprises of 2 revenue collectors. So I was with one Kabasan, like I mentioned here yesterday. So, and we were all working together to collect licenses at the same time rates.
Okay.
Yes, we are collecting both license and rate. But then, he was the man in charge because he was my senior. Because, at first, we looking through my account, and then we were collecting with my account. So when I came, you understand, so I told them that this will be confusing. Like I collect rates, so I collect with this particular device, and then after Kabao also will go and collect with it in my name. So I said I think that is confusing. So I think because these devices, if you are away, you cannot have internet connection, and if you are away, you cannot log out from the devices. So meaning if we are away, we are in my area Woodley East, or we are in this area Woodley West, meaning the person whose name was there, or who log in from the office, is the same person who can generate transactions into the field.
Mr. Mane,
Yeah.
I don't think we are getting your evidence straight.
Okay.
Yesterday we have asked you, we
Yes.
said the device that you are given
Yes.
would be registered in the revenue collector's name, so
Yes.
that whatever transaction
Yes.
you do
Yes.
would reflect that it is you, this particular collector, that is doing the transaction on the machine.
Yes.
You've further told us that you now interchange the machine.
Yes.
You can use it and somebody else can use it. And I ask you, and you could not tell us straight off what we need to expect when we see a printout
Yes.
from the IT department.
Yes.
So now my question is,
Yes.
the machine that was with you,
Okay.
if anybody takes that machine to go and do revenue collection, is his name that would appear on the transaction, or is it your name that will appear on the transaction?
Yes. I mentioned
No, just answer that. Is it your name that will appear on the transaction, or the name of the person that have collected the machine to go and do work?
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
The person who logged into the device.
No, that is not my question. I said
Okay.
the machine is yours.
Yes.
When it was given, you were the one that was given the machine.
Yes.
And it was programmed to have your name
Yes.
as Mankumani. So if, for example, you are sick and you are not going to work, and somebody else doesn't have a machine and takes the machine to go to work, when they are done for the day and they go for submission, if you print out the transaction, whose name will appear?
Yeah. Mom, you have to let me explain here so that you can understand. Okay. You know,
No, what I want to be clear about, because even if you explain, however you want to explain it, if I am not clear about that, I will not understand.
Yes, I will
so
come
I
to-
want to, no, just explain to me, per machine, if you are registered with that machine, if
Yeah.
any other person does transaction, is it you, your name that will appear, or is it the name of the other person that has done transaction on it that will appear?
like if I log in with my account. So can you repeat yourself, please?
I have repeated myself several times, but I will repeat myself just once.
Okay.
I'm saying, if you are supplied with a machine,
Okay.
and the machine is programmed with your name, you are given this pen,
Yes.
it is your name that is written in this pen.
Yes.
So I am asking, whatever transaction you do, the machine will reflect that it is Mankumane that is doing this transaction.
Yes.
Because it's your machine.
Yes.
So, for whatever reason, if your friend Suleiman
Yes.
Ba takes your machine to go to the field, if he does any transaction on that,
Yes.
whose name will appear on the transaction sheet of the machine?
Yes. My name is going to be up if I told him.
Exactly. This
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I want to you to tell me.
Yeah. But this is what I also wanted to
No,
add.
no, wait. At least now I am clear. The machine is yours.
Yes.
Even if you give the machine to Suleiman and Suleiman does transaction, it is your name that will appear.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that is true.
Yes, that is what I want to be clear. So that
okay.
when you answer council's questions,
Okay.
we will follow you
Yes.
and know that what you are telling us,
Yes.
you know, this is it.
Exactly.
Whether it's true or not, it's a different thing altogether. But then we will understand what you are telling us.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if you don't understand what you are telling us, it is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
For you and for us.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed. So he is saying, for me to just reaffirm that the machine is allocated to him. When somebody else does transaction on that machine, it is his name that will appear
Yeah, exactly.
on the machine.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So you had said previously that any transaction that is done on the machine would register at the IT?
Yes.
Right. So this $8,000 is that they said was a transaction done on the machine that you took home. It would have registered at the IT, right?
Yes.
And you had said that the day that you took it, it stopped working.
Yes.
But you also said that you're not the one who did the transaction.
Yes.
So who do you think did the transaction?
Okay, well, that I can ascertain. But what I can what I can say here for sure is that sometimes, if you ask other collectors, they will ascertain it. Sometimes you will go to the IT unit and he will give you a printout that is never your transaction. Because I could remember during the course of this problem, one Lamin Toure came and met me sitting under the mango tree, just at the council gate. He told me that, I went to the IT and he printed me transactions which I have never carried out. So I asked, where are the transactions? He saw me, and I said, this is the same thing that I'm going through. I took it from him, snapped them into my phone, and then I went with him to Mohamed Lamin Keru, and we went to one AICC's office to ascertain that, you see, these transactions here are Koina transactions. And this man said he won't collect any revenue from Koina. And now Koina is being reflected from his printout. So I said to them that, so this is why I said, sometimes I don't know what's the problem. This is why I say sometimes you have to blame the system, because you cannot go to the IT unit and he gave you a printout that is not been generated by you. So and because of that, I went with him to Mohamed Lamin Keru, and then we went to Yahya's office, and together I snapped those transactions in my phone, and I have them here. You understand, for any references.
You're talking about the $8,000 transactions?
No.
So I'm asking about the $8,000 transactions. Who do you think carried out those transactions?
Okay, well, that's what I'm telling you. That I can ascertain. But what I can ascertain here for sure is that I didn't transact with that person.
And what was the outcome of any investigation into that matter? Did they tell you how they resolved it?
No, they didn't tell me anything. Because, like I said, I was seated for some time, and I was asked to work again.
So on top of the 1 month that you did not collect revenue, because you left the device at home, you had another month where you weren't collecting revenue because you were sitting at the office.
Pardon?
You said there was a month, you were at the office for about a month where you didn't collect revenue because they told you, Lamin Keru told you to wait.
Yes.
And then you have the other month that you had the device at home, so you were not collecting revenue.
I didn't say 1 month, I said 1 week. I was there for almost one week.
You said 1 month?
No, I said 1 week.
Okay. And you were paid for both periods?
No, you said...
Yes, no problem. Were you paid salary?
Yes, I was paid. The last salary the last salary I received was June, and they paid that salary in this last month, August 21st.
So that period was June? The 1 month that you were at the office and not doing any work?
But that was, yes, I can see it. No, because June, I went up, it was June, I took my annual leave. Then upon arrival from my leave, upon arrival from my leave, then I was asked again.
So, Mr. Mane?
Yes.
You were paid your June salary?
Yes.
What about August?
No, August wasn't paid.
Okay. So it's only August that you did not receive salary?
July and August. I didn't receive July and August.
But you just said you received June salary.
Yes, I received June salary, yes. And now we are...
Are you listening to yourself, the evidence you are giving to this commission?
Yes, I'm listening.
Do you know what you are telling us?
You are asking me about my June salary.
You said you received June salary. I just want to confirm from you.
Yes, I received June salary.
Okay. Now, Mr. Mane.
Yes.
A printout was made.
Yes.
And your name was what was printed in the transactions.
Okay.
Of that printout.
Yes.
So, and that was which month?
No, I can't remember unless you tell me.
But you were shown the printout, not so?
Yes,
both by the investigators then and the investigators here.
Yes, I was shown. Yes, I was shown the printout.
And
Yes.
you were told the month. So
No.
which month did you keep the machine in your house?
Okay, I said this was sometimes around February.
February.
Yes. Sometimes
So
end of February.
February.
Yeah, end of February.
So these transactions you did on the machine was which month?
Well, that I can't remember unless I see the printout.
It's in March.
It's in March.
Can
Okay.
you recall what date in March?
No, I cannot recall.
But you are sure that it is in March?
Yes. If you said it's March, then I agree.
That is what is in the printout.
Okay.
So the transactions were made in March, right?
Yes.
Okay. So and it was you that made the transactions?
No, I didn't make a transaction with that device.
But so is the machine lying that it is you that transacted on that machine?
No, that I cannot say. But what I can tell you clearly is that I didn't transact with that device.
So, but that printout, was it not printout? Was it a printout done by the IT department?
Yes.
Have the IT department ever printed out something that is contrary to what is contained in the machine?
Of course, that is what I'm explaining here.
So
it do happen, and if you ask my fellow collectors, they will ascertain it. Yes, what I'm saying is the truth.
Who will ascertain?
Some of my collectors, like this Lamin Toure I'm talking about.
Lamin Toure is a collector.
Yeah, he is a collector, exactly.
In Basse.
Yeah, in Basse, exactly.
And which revenue line does he collect?
He was collecting rates.
Rates.
Yes, exactly.
Just like you.
Yeah, just like me, exactly.
So, in this printouts, there is evidence to show that when you collect 300,
yes,
particularly you,
yes,
when you collect 300, you pay 150.
When I collect 300, I pay 150.
Yes.
No, that's not true.
So what we have in the documentation is not true.
Yes.
So it's fabricated against you.
Exactly.
Council, you may proceed. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Mane.
Yes.
Your evidence to this commission
yes.
is confusing.
Okay.
First and foremost, you got the machine. The machine supposedly was lost.
Yes.
In your room, in your house, for how long?
Yeah, almost for a month.
Almost for a month. And it's a house that you live in.
Exactly.
And it's a house that if you even close your eyes, you're able to maneuver your way through. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, you have your tools of work.
Yes.
The machine.
Yes.
You placed it in your house. It got lost in your house.
Yes.
For a month. If you tell a kid, would that kid believe you?
No, it's not in my house. Though it's my house, but not the house that I'm living in, Basse. This is at Boros Kantakasi Primary School. That's where I was allocated a house, and this is where I kept the device, forget with it, and come to Basse.
No. But if you cannot find the machine in Basse,
yes,
then you know it should be in this other abode that you are saying.
That is true, but
now for 1 month, that machine supposedly is lost or is missing or is misplaced. And you went and you collected your salary for that month. Not so?
Yes.
If you say this to a primary school kid, do you think they would believe you?
Yeah, because human beings...
No. Yes or no?
Yes, of course, he can believe.
They would believe you?
Yes.
And that's why you want us to believe what you have been saying?
Exactly.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Mane, did you carry out collections with anybody named Mohammed Jabi?
Mohammed Jabi? No.
What about Mamadou Alfaba?
No.
So...
These are collectors all?
Yes, wait. Pardon? Carried out collections with them. You said no.
Yes.
You don't ask questions.
Okay.
You answer.
Okay, all right.
Yeah?
No problem.
Okay. So, how big is this revenue collection machine?
How big was it? Yeah, they are just like... Yes.
He heard. He repeated it.
Exactly.
You will not give us correct answers.
Exactly.
Because you've not been giving us correct answers.
Okay.
Thank you.
What?
Your question, can you repeat it?
The one that you repeated?
Yes.
Okay. How big are the devices?
Well, it is as big as this mobile phone, but the height of it is a bit higher than this mobile phone.
So the machine could fit in your bag?
Yeah, definitely.
So why did you not keep it in your bag but left it at your house?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say here.
Just give me a brief answer. Why did you not keep it in your bag? Why did you take it out and leave it at the house?
Yeah, this is the device is always in the bag. So, but when I close from work, I get into my house. I have to separate my documents for the next appointment to be done the next day. So along the line, and sometimes these devices, they can easily get cracked because we have stable machines and other equipment that can crack the screen of the device. So for that safety, if you come, you have to safely remove the device and then place it somewhere where it will not be hurt or damaged. Then.
So you didn't think to remove the stapling machine? You thought to remove the device instead?
Yes, of course.
And that makes sense to you?
That?
It makes sense to you?
No, yes, what I'm saying here, it makes sense to me. Like I said.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. I just needed to know.
Okay, all right.
How you think.
Okay.
So there's a system audit report that was done by the Directorate of Internal Audit on Bassa Area Council. And I'll just read to you. Sorry, Chairperson, this is exhibit LGC/BSE/SA/CAS/002 at page 55. So the observation is that during the auditing process and interview with the revenue collectors, we noted that a revenue collector, Mankumane, who was on annual leave, was called by the finance director to collect revenue on behalf of the council. Further inquiries with the finance director revealed that Mr. Mane's leave was neither cancelled nor cut short as a result of the urgent need of the council, but rather the decision was solely done at the discretion of the finance director. So they're saying that even though you were on your annual leave, you were called in by the finance director to collect revenue. Yes. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, that's true.
When was this?
Well, I cannot remember, but it was true.
And how long was that? As in, how long was the period that you left your leave and came back to collect revenue?
Well, that I cannot ascertain, but what I can ascertain for sure, it is something true.
How many days?
But no, it was only a day.
And how much revenue did you collect?
Okay, on this, what I can remember, I was at home one fine day when the director of finance.
You are not asked to tell us a story.
Okay.
How much revenue did you collect? That is the question. So you go straight to the point and answer how much revenue you collected. You said you went for collection only for a day.
Yes.
So tell us how much revenue you collected on that day that you went.
Yes, I cannot remember it unless I see the document, then I can remember it.
You cannot remember?
Yes, I cannot remember it.
So when you go on leave, you leave the machine at the office, right?
When I go?
When you go on leave,
okay,
you leave the machine at the office.
Yes.
Okay, so when the director called you back to the office, where did you collect the machine from?
No, I was not given any machine.
So what did you use to collect the revenue?
But what I can recall was he said.
What did you use to collect the revenue?
No, that particular, when I moved with the director, we didn't collect any revenue. I just went to assist the Lumo collectors.
So why would the director need you to go and assist the Lumo collectors?
Yeah, because he told me that those staffs were they are not enough to carry out that particular responsibility. So I have to go and assist them. So
they're not what?
They are not that much many, because most of them are on leave. So he told me that, so I have to go and then assist them so that they can collect their revenues in that particular loom.
So what exactly did you assist them with?
This daily transactions duty on that day.
So you went to collect duty at the market?
Yes, I went to assist them to collect duty, not at the market, at the
Lumo.
Yeah, Lumo in Sarangay.
And how much is duty?
Duty. I think if I could recall, $10 or $5, something like that.
So what did you do? You collected the money and gave tickets?
No, I was not collecting. I was just assisting them.
Yes. What exactly did you do in assisting, or were you just walking around aimlessly?
No, I was issuing them because if I could remember, on a particular day, I was with one son. So we were moving together. So he was issuing receipts. He was issuing receipts at the same time, collecting monies. So, but I was not collecting any money at the time.
So you were not collecting money?
No, I was not collecting.
You weren't issuing receipts?
Yeah, exactly.
So what were you doing?
That's why I said I was there to assist them.
If you're not doing anything, how are you assisting?
Yeah, this is why I'm saying I was assisting them doing their job.
That's what I'm saying. How were you assisting them doing their job when they were the ones doing the job? What were you doing?
Yes, I was moving around with them just to.
So you were just walking around?
No, just to reinforce them.
Reinforce them with what?
Just to be with them, you understand, and then move around. That's what I.
Is it that they don't know the way?
Of course they know.
So what are you doing there?
Because I was assigned by my boss to go and assist them.
So you said that your director said that he needed help for you to go and assist them.
Yes.
But if all the assistance that you were doing was walking around with them, how were you helping?
Yes, I'm helping. Yes.
You just told us some few seconds ago.
Yes.
That most of them were on leave.
Yes.
So what you are telling us is not true.
Okay.
Because you said now here that your boss told you, the direct finance director told you to go and help them because most of them were on leave.
Yes.
So you couldn't have gone there without collecting tax. Not so?
No, I can go there without collecting tax, ma.
Council, you may proceed.
So what you're basically telling the commission is that you just went there to be aimless.
No, I was there to assist them, like I said, going around with them.
But you've already said that you didn't do anything. So you just walked around with them.
Yes, I was working with them.
So that's what I'm saying. So how is that assisting? And you were paid for that day. They didn't deduct it or anything. You were paid for walking around.
No, I was not paid. I wasn't paid.
So you went to work for free?
Yes, I went to work. What I thought at the time was that I thought I was helping my office. That's what I thought.
By walking around?
Yes, by assisting my fellow daily collectors to do their work.
I see. Do you have a uniform as a revenue collector?
No, we have no uniform.
Do you have a badge, any identification to show that you work for the council?
No.
So how do the Lumo sellers know to pay money to revenue collectors? If you don't have a badge, you don't have a uniform.
Yeah, because they are used to them, they know that's their job. So anytime they go around, they will comply and then pay to them.
When one of you leaves the council, does the council make any advertisement to let the public know that you no longer work with them?
If one leaves the council,
yes.
Whether the council make an advertisement to let the public know that this guy has, no, I have no idea about that. Yes. Yes.
You were paid $47,500.
What?
You were paid $47,500. Can you tell us anything about that?
Me being paid $47,000? Never.
You were never paid
$47,000.
Yes, but
to
now
me.
Okay, you said just take it easy. Since you were not paid 47, how much were you paid as part of the payments that are done or given to tax collectors or even the senior staff?
Well, ma'am, what I can say, I was never paid such an amount in my entire stay at the area council.
So I wouldn't know whether it is 2017 or 2018, but we would like to see your appointment letter so that we confirm whether you started work at the council 2017 or 2018.
No, I started working in the council on the 1st of December 2010, and I even have my appointment on the 1st of December 2010, and I have my appointment letter here with me.
But your statement said, I started working at Basse Area Council as a duty officer, in 2017. So, but you can give your letter of appointment.
Let me see whether I have it.
So you were not aware, or you were mistaken when you were writing your statement?
Sorry, I left it at home, but I can provide it to the commission. But I was appointed on the 1st of December, 2010.
Give the deputy registrar all those documents you've brought for us.
Okay.
We'll look at it and then we will proceed.
Okay.
Deputy registrar, can you hand them over to council, please? Thank you.
But this one's my the receipts.
Just hand them over. Look at it.
So, Mane, do you receive trekking allowance? Mr. Mane?
Yes?
Do you receive trekking allowances?
No, I haven't received any trekking allowance.
Have you ever had a staff loan?
Staff loan? No, I haven't. I was never given a loan.
Do you know whether other staff received loans from the council?
I have no idea about that.
And do you know, or rather, has the council ever paid any medical bills for you?
Never.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
An additional question. Do you have a bank account?
A bank account?
Yes.
Yes, of course I have a
Which bank?
I have my current account at the Trust Bank, and I have my savings account at the GT Bank.
Since when did you open an account with those two banks?
Okay, if I could recall, for Trust Bank, I can't fully remember, I know it would be around 2015.
2015? I think we will demand to see both of your accounts.
Okay.
Your personal accounts with Trust Bank and with the other bank.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
We need to see them.
Okay.
Okay?
Like you want...
Bring the statement of your account with the banks.
Okay.
Your statement.
My statement.
With the banks.
With the banks. Okay.
Somebody, I'll just hand you over to my colleague who has some questions for you.
Yes, thank you very much, Lead Counsel and the Honorable Commissioners. Yes, can we just briefly discuss the time that the machine was lost? You said it was lost for 1 month?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it exactly 1 month or less than a month or just slightly more than a month?
Approximately 1 month.
Approximately 1 month.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and this must have been in January towards February?
No, this was from February towards March.
From February towards March.
Yeah.
So, is it in the mid of February or in the early February?
No, it was at the end of February.
At the end of February. So 1 month would probably be end of March.
Yeah, exactly.
That was when the machine was in your house.
Yes.
And so in January you had the machine. It was not lost in January.
Yes.
The whole of January you were having the machine.
No, I forgot the machine during the course of January.
During
the course of February rather. End of February.
When did you forget the machine in your house?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. That was around ending of February.
Around ending of February.
Exactly.
So in January you were having the machine. Were you working with the machine in January?
No. I took the machine sometime around end of February, then went with it into the field, and that's how I forgot it in my house, then came back to the machine.
When were you first handed the machine by the IT officer?
That was the ending of February. I'm mentioning here right now.
Before end of February, how were you collecting revenue?
I wasn't collecting revenues from January up to February. There was no revenue collection.
No. Before, when did you start collecting revenue for the area council?
This year, or
when did you start collecting revenue for the area council?
I started it since 2010.
2010.
Yes.
And when were you posted at Woolly East? Is it Woolly East?
Yeah, Woolly East. Yeah.
When?
2019.
And how were you collecting revenue in 2019?
Okay. What?
How were you collecting revenue in 2019?
In 2019, yes, I was using a device.
And 2020?
Yes. No, sorry. 2019 we are using a GTR.
GTR?
Yeah, GTR.
2020?
Yeah, but we used the GTR up to 1st June 2020.
So in June 2020, you were issued with a device.
Yeah, exactly.
And then was that device ever changed? Was it ever replaced?
Yeah, it was changed because at some point, the device got spoiled, and we.
You. I'm referring to you, Mankumane.
Yeah, exactly.
When was this?
When did no, I can't remember, but I can fully remember.
You will have to remember. You see?
Yes.
If you listen, you will have to remember the facts if we were to agree with you.
Okay, no problem.
So if you cannot remember, it means we have no other option.
Yes.
But to go by the allegations against you.
All right,
so
no
please
problem.
try and remember.
Okay.
You are here to remember. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Now I am asking you, when did you replace the machine, the first machine that was given to you?
When did I replace? When the that machine was when the first machine I was given was spoiled.
Yes.
Then I was given another machine.
When was this?
Council, I cannot remember, but I know at some point the machine was spoiled, and I reported the issue, and I was given another machine.
You reported the issue to whom?
Yeah, to the IT manager.
Who is the IT manager?
That is Lamin Toure.
Will this be in 2020?
No, Council, it's a long time now, so I cannot remember.
It's a long time now.
Yeah,
so you cannot remember.
Yes.
Now, how many times did your machine have a problem, and you reported it to the IT manager?
Actually, obviously, 2 or 3 occasions.
2 or 3 occasions,
Yeah,
you will report it to the IT manager,
Yeah,
and they will
exactly.
change it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is a normal thing to do.
Yes.
So now, when your machine had a problem for the first time,
Yes.
you went to the IT manager. You had reported. Why did you report it to the IT manager?
Because the machines are directly under him.
And so therefore, you need a new machine to work with,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
they will fix the machine.
Yes. But when I report the issue and then return the machine, so I'll be called. So they'll give me.
Naturally.
Yes.
And it happened about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were doing the same thing.
Yes.
Why did you not do the same thing with this machine?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to put across. Because I'm a human being, I'm not perfect, so sometimes I do forget easily.
Or you forgot
Yes.
this time around to
Yes.
report it?
Yeah, exactly.
But in 3 occasions you reported it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you knew that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. That was the right thing to
But
do.
this time around you just forgot it.
Yeah, exactly.
For over a month, you said.
Yes.
They were saying over 3 months, you were saying over a month.
Yeah, exactly.
And you only remember when you were queried.
Yes.
That was the time.
No, I was not. No, I brought the device
When
I returned, because
when did you bring the device?
okay, that was yes, around let's say.
Think properly.
Yeah.
You have to think so that you get your evidence right.
Yes, I will do so.
Yes.
It was either end of March.
It cannot be either. It cannot be either or. It has to be a certain time. When did you return the device?
Yes, Council, I cannot actually tell you the date.
You'll have to tell not the date. I'm not asking for any specific date.
Yes.
I'm asking for a period.
Yes, this was in April.
In April, when? The beginning of April, mid of April, end of April?
Yeah, beginning of April.
In the beginning of April,
Yes.
you returned the device.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, are you sure before I go by the beginning of April? Because it doesn't make sense if it's the beginning of April. Are you sure it's the beginning of April?
Yeah, this one. But what I can.
Are you sure it is the beginning of April?
Yeah, yes. It might be ending of March towards the beginning of April.
It might be end of March.
Towards beginning
Or
of
begin
April.
or
Yeah,
beginning of April.
Yeah, exactly.
Can it also be in the middle of April?
In the middle of April.
Yes.
No. What I can remember, in the middle of April, I was around on the 11th, and I was right to explain how the scenario went through. Then I wrote, and that letter was
So in the beginning of April, you returned the device
yes,
voluntarily.
voluntarily, exactly.
To whom did you give the device to?
I came with the device up to the office, while I was with one Kaba Sane.
Who did you give the device to?
I give the device to Kaba. Then because I said
Who is
Kaba.
Kabasare?
Kaba Sane is one revenue collector at the Basse Area Council.
One what?
One revenue collector at the Basse Area Council.
Kabasare is a revenue collector at Basse Area Council.
Yeah, exactly.
You had a device for over a month.
Yes.
The device, you were not collecting revenue for over a month.
Yes.
You found out the device.
Yes.
And you came and gave it to Kabasane, a revenue collector.
No, I was moving with Kabasan.
Yes.
So when I found this device in my house, I said to Kabala, this device, I forgot this device in my house here. So I think because by the time we were exchanging device, there was a change of device. So I said to him that it's better we take this device because it was faulty to the IT unit so that they can fix it so we can start using our own device instead of borrowing each other.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
And see, the problem is everyone knows here knows that you are lying.
Okay.
Now,
yes.
Let's roll back the tape.
Okay.
Was the device faulty or did you forget the device in your house? Which one? Or both?
Yes, it was faulty. That
yes.
Is what, the device was faulty.
Yes.
And even in my about the letter I wrote. That's what
forget the letter you wrote. Okay. You're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Was the device faulty?
Yeah, it was faulty.
Listen.
Yeah, it was faulty.
Listen. You don't have to be nervous. You see, if you're not being honest, you this what will happen? You'll be nervous.
Yeah.
That's true, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So was the device faulty?
Yes.
Or did you listen? Was the device faulty?
Okay.
Or you forgot the device in your house, or was it both?
It was faulty.
Yes.
At the same time, I forgot it in my house.
So when was it faulty? Tell us.
Yeah, immediately when I took it from the first day I took it from the IT unit, When
was the device faulty?
Well, Council, I can't remember that, but I know the device was faulty.
When did you know the device was faulty?
When I went up to this place, Bantunde.
When were you given the device?
Yes, this sometimes around end of February.
End of February you were given the device?
Yes.
And then when did you realize the device was faulty?
That very day.
You were given the device?
Yes.
And that very day you realized it was faulty?
Yes.
That same day?
Yeah, that same day, yes.
What was wrong with the device?
The device, if you put in the reference number of a taxpayer,
yes,
you click it,
yes,
it will noise, but it will never bring out any receipt.
It will never bring out any receipt?
Any receipt, yeah.
That same day?
Yes.
That was the end of February?
Yeah, that was the end of February, yeah.
And then from that day on, you didn't bring it back?
No, I didn't bring it back.
You didn't report it back?
I didn't report it back.
You gave it to who? Transactions that were being conducted with
yes.
Who conducted these transactions?
Only transaction. No, what I can ascertain is I did not transaction with the device.
No, the device was in your house. It was lost in your house.
Yes.
So it means you have excluded every other person,
yes,
including myself. I had no access to the device. No one had access to the device because it was in your house.
Yes.
So that device could not have been used by anyone. Is that not the case?
Yes, that's it.
It can only be used by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But you could not even use it because you lost it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you lost it in your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you lose it in the office?
Did?
Was the device lost in the office?
No.
Was it lost in the market?
No.
Where was it?
I forgot it in my house.
For 1 month?
Yes, exactly.
For a whole month?
Yes.
And in March,
yes,
the entire March, the device was in your house?
Yes.
So $500.
Okay.
So was it doing automatic transaction?
No.
How comes?
It can't do that.
So why was there a transaction?
Why was okay, Council, this is what I was trying to say.
What were you trying to say?
Okay, I said,
yes,
sometimes,
yes,
these devices,
yes,
if you take it to the IT department,
right,
he will give you a printout,
right,
a printout that is not been generated by you.
Explain to us how is that possible?
Yes, I said I have a copy of a receipt here. One Lamin Toure, a revenue collector, was complaining the same thing. He said,
forget about Lamin Toure's complaint.
Okay.
Tell us, yourself, Mankubane.
Yes.
How is this device that is being used,
yes,
how is it possible that it will generate printouts without it being functional? Remember, your device here,
yes,
it's not like it is a functional device.
Yes.
It's not working.
Yes.
As far as you're concerned.
Yes.
It doesn't even generate, it cannot even send anything.
Yes.
So this device, as far as we are concerned, is a dead machine.
Yes.
For the month of March. Is that not the case?
Yes.
How can it generate printout? It cannot generate printout.
Yeah, it cannot generate printout. Definitely.
Because you told us,
yes,
it cannot generate any printout.
Exactly.
So all these transactions, you cannot now tell us that They are probably printouts being generated, because is it not the case that the IT department can only generate printout that the machines are post?
This is where sometimes it's a different scenario.
Is it not the case?
Sometimes it's a different scenario.
What is a different scenario?
Yeah, I said, devices, sometimes you can have them.
Yes.
You understand? Go to an IT manager. He will print you transactions that is not generated by you.
Does the machines not have serial numbers?
Machines. Well, I cannot.
How do you know? If you go to the IT department and they give you a printout, how do you know that yes, definitely this is a printout that I did? How will you know?
What? Can you repeat yourself again?
When you go to the market or to the field and you issue out receipts, and do you not post your transactions for the day?
Yes, of course we did.
Why do you post those transactions?
Because we post it so that we can have our printouts.
Exactly. If you don't post it, will you have printout?
No, you can't have printouts.
So why are you lying?
No,
you are misleading intentionally. You know what you are saying doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So let us just say it as it is.
Yes.
You had the device in your house.
Yes.
You were using the device. That's why there were transactions in the device. So you can't have it both ways. If you are saying the device is not functional, it's not working, and it can't make any posting.
Okay. Now here also, I will say, but the letter that was written to the permanent secretary, they said I generated 8,000 with the device.
Yes.
And here, yesterday, the lead counsel said, I have generated 29 dollars with it. Now, was that not contradicting?
Was what?
The letter that was wrote to the permanent secretary, that I hold a device and collect a revenue of 8,000 with it. That's what was written to the permanent secretary, because I was shown the letter and I read it. So, but here, the lead counsel said, again, I have 29,000. So is that not contradicting?
You asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Whether it is contradictory?
I said whether that is, because in the printout, the lead counsel said there was $29,000 generated from the device. And the letter that was sent
so you can remember the amounts that were stated?
No.
You can remember?
Yes.
Now you remember and tell us exactly what I said to you.
No, yesterday.
Yes.
You
but tell us the exact amount, because you can remember the exact amount that I said to you.
You said 29,000 was generated from
29,000 what?
Dollars.
Tell us the correct amount. I did not say 29,000.
Yesterday you mentioned here, because when
I did not say 29,000.
If anyone here can remember.
Huh? Huh? He said what?
Yesterday, when council said.
I said, give me the correct figure.
Yes.
Yes. What is the correct figure? I did not say 29,000.
Okay.
What I said was $29,515. Is that not what I said?
Yes. Exactly.
Did I say 29,000?
No,
because you see, you are not being honest. Because you are not being honest, you will not listen and get it right. Right? These are not my documents.
Yes.
These are documents that are coming from your office.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Yes. So the letter that was written as a query did not provide any printout. This is a detailed printout of all the transactions that were conducted. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So now let's discuss this further. So now you were given a device.
Yes.
You never reported it was missing.
Yes.
And you were saying it's for a month.
Yes.
When were you written to? In April.
In April, yeah.
And in April they wrote to you.
Yes.
What did they tell you?
Okay. They said discovery of device under your custody.
Yes.
They said it has come to the notice of the management that you willfully kept a device with you without the notice of the management. This action is indeed criminal and suppression of revenue, because council have been facing a lot of device shortage to collect revenue. Why do you have to keep this device with you deliberately? However, you have to explain why you did this action. Thank you.
And then you replied?
Yahya Jammeh for CEO.
When was this?
This was on the 11th of April, 2023.
In April, you were written to by the CEO.
No, I was written by. Yeah, I was the one who wrote to me on behalf of the CEO.
Oh yeah, you were written to by the CEO. Whether someone signing on behalf of the CEO, is the CEO written to you?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And you responded?
Yeah, I responded. Yeah.
You responded when?
I responded, if I could recall.
The date, please.
The date.
Yes.
The date must be from on the 12th to on the 15th. I responded. From 12 to on the 15th, I responded. From 12 to the 15th.
15th.
Yes.
Now, how many times did you have a problem regarding this missing device? It once?
Once, yeah.
Only once?
Only once, yeah.
Now, your statement that you gave to the commission, you gave to the commission a statement, right? Which has already been admitted.
Yeah, exactly.
You said, and I will read for you the second paragraph.
Okay.
I can vividly recall a day that I couldn't make it to the bank in time.
Yes.
Of a breakdown of my motorbike.
Yes.
On the way from the collection, however, I went to the CEO's office.
Yes.
To seek his advice,
yes.
As there was a memo circulated earlier that all collectors should bank the monies daily.
Yes.
The CEO, Usman Toure, referred to the finance department for safekeeping. Is it the same incident?
No. This was a different one.
This was a different one?
Yes.
So I ask again, how many times did you have the device in your house?
It was only once.
Only once?
Only once, yeah.
So in your statement, you were saying that the following day, but none of the department staff was available at the time. And he advised me to go home with the money and deposit in the following day. So you went home with the money, you went home with the mistake. So now,
yes.
On this particular incident, yes. You were asked by the CEO to go with the device. Is that the case? And the money?
Yeah, the money, yeah. No.
So that was $7,000 issue the following day. Let's just listen.
Yeah. No,
it was a day that when you came back to make payments.
Yes.
When was this?
Okay, but like I said, I cannot remember when was it, but there was a day.
Listen.
Yes.
The day that you went to the CEO.
Okay.
Because you could not go to the bank.
Yes.
And you had gone to the CEO to ask for advice as to what to do with the collection of the money.
Yes.
When was this?
Okay, this was 2 occasions.
When? Which time of the year?
Okay. This
March?
Well, I can't remember. But then, what I know